lately, our project director, Çağatay Karabulut, published an article on Medium about Sumerian tokens and distributed ledger. So here's an interesting fact about him. He studied archaeology in university, and we really wonder, from archaeology to blockchain.
Blockchain. How that happened? It just happened.
Just like that.
I just catch the word. The term ledger. Let's say I remember that term from my university, let's say, classes, namely the ancient Near East classes, and I guess one of the lecture about the emergence of the writing in the Near East, there was a tablet, clay tablet, which, let's say, used as a ledger during the Sumerian time, and I just think, oh, the ledger, Sumerian ledgers, why? And I just started to look for the connections between the, say, the modern, let's say, the blockchain or the crypto tokens, the relation between the crypto tokens and the Sumerian tokens, and find some similarities.
And then that inspired the article, actually.
Yeah, actually, I started to, let's say, dig my, let's say, old books, the old archaeology books, and I found the tokens, the Sumerians, let's say, they discovered tokens for a purpose, the purpose of recording the transactions in some way. And I thought that is similar, the transactions. Now we are also trying to record the transactions in blocks, and then I go deeper and deeper, and I realized that at that time the people, let's say, need to exchange their commodities, what we call the trade, and every exchange is a kind of a transaction. They recorded transactions with the, let's say, the tokens. They count the transaction with the tokens. They kept those tokens in some kind of a clay system, and which is controlled by the temple, which we call the central authority, and which we are trying to disrupt the central authority now. And I just discovered there are some similarities, and I just, let's say, I'm making a kind of a fun article, making, there are similar things in between.
It was fun and informative. And also, ironically, they were decentralized and tried to make themselves centralized. Right now, we are centralized and trying to make ourselves decentralized.
That's human nature,
so, actually, history repeats itself, maybe.
Yeah, kind of. It's our nature. Actually, I believe that our technology follows our evolutionary process, which is it's an output of our adaptive strategy. Making homes, it's kind of making, let's say, also writing transactions in or keeping them in a safe place. It's a kind of a tool for the people who needs a kind of a trust mechanism among them, because they need to trust to trade things with unknown people, the people who are not familiar with them.
Yeah.
And they always are looking for a new kind of, let's say, the technology for that trust. And many years that trust is controlled by the governments, banks, and, let's say, the courts. But now with the effects of the internet, and the society becomes more distributed and connected, and now we need some new kind of trust mechanisms, which is similar to Sumerians, but on different mediums. I can quote, by the way, from Umberto Eco, that he categorized let's say, the memory system, he called it. There are three types of memory. First, the mankind used the organic memory. They use clay tablets, they used rocks to carve and take notes, create ledgers, anyway. And then they discovered the paper, which he called as the organic memory. And the third one lately, and he called the silicon memory, which is nowadays we are recording our, let's say, transactions, keeping them in, and that's strange. We are always, let's say, making new discoveries for actually the same need.
Are we making new discoveries, or are we just getting inspired by the nature?
Yeah, we always inspired by the nature. The nature itself, let's say, the evolutionary process flows like finding new things, and if it's usable, use it, and if it's not usable, throw it and choose the new one. And but always all those things came from the same instinct or same need, or which be, let's say, on the center, which our behaviors need kind of trust mechanisms or that kind of mechanism.
And also, even in artificial intelligence, we try to imitate ourselves.
Sure.
We are done with nature, now it's our turn to imitate.
I'm curious about after the artificial intelligence, how the evolution, let's say, affected. We'll see soon.
Yeah, that's another topic, and I have a lot of questions about that. So maybe we can talk about it later.
It will be fun.
It will be interesting. Fun may not be the right word, I don't know.
Okay.
It will be fun, but also kind of weird, I think. So we will see. And I know that Middle East region has connection to Sumerians. And right now, the tokens are coming back to the Middle East region with MenaPay.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Coincidence, let's say.
Yeah.
The writing emerged from the MENA region, and let's say they first used the counting mechanism, so they first used the tokens, and now with the MenaPay, frankly, or strangely, let's say, they back with not a centralized, but this time a decentralized way. There's no temple, there's no kings or something.
Yeah, a different system, but it's like also hugging an old friend.
Yeah, sure.
So, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That was very informative.
Thank you.
He has a lot of resources about this project and topic. So if you have any questions, you can always reach him. And also, you can find the full Medium article below. Thank you so much.
Thank you.